I'm Amy from Doodle Dog Designs. Today I'm going to be making some small oval box ornaments, and I have created a template for this. I will put a link in the description below. You can just print this out. I'm also going to be using some thin cardboard from a food box and some glue. I like to use the Fast Grab Tacky Glue. And then some scrapbooking papers that coordinate. I'm using these. This came from Hobby Lobby. The ones in here coordinate. And this is a fairly small print, so I chose it to make these. In my first one, I'm going to use this holly leaf and this polka dot. I'm going to use the holly leaf for the bottom and the polka dot for the top. And you want a paper that has a little bit of substance to it. You don't want it to be as thick as cardstock, but you don't want it to be super thin either. It needs to have a little bit of substance to it for the making of the box. So I'm first going to cut out the templates for the bottom of the box, the oval and the rectangle. I'm going to cut an oval out of the cardboard food box. And then I'm going to cut the rectangle out of my scrapbooking paper. And I'm also going to cut out another oval out of my scrapbooking paper. If it's easier for you, you can trace your template onto the paper and then cut it out. Take the rectangular piece and turn it over, and you're going to want to score it where this line is. If your paper has a definite top and bottom, you want to do this along the bottom edge of the paper, 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. So I'm just going to use a ruler for that and measure 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm going to take a scoring tool. You could use a pencil or something sharp. I don't have a scoring tool. I'm just going to use these little mini scissors, and I'm just going to score right along 1/4 inch mark there, and then that will help me fold this. I want to fold the paper at the 1/4 inch mark. And then I'm going to take some scissors and cut little, it's going to be like cutting fringe. I'm going to cut up to the fold mark all the way across, about 1/8 of an inch apart for each cut. It doesn't have to be exact. To do this next part, I find it easier to just take a skewer and dip out some glue rather than trying to squeeze the glue onto the paper. It gives me a little bit more control. I'm going to glue the inside of the box just down here on the fringed part. And then I'm going to put it on the cardboard oval, and I want to put the brown, the inside of the box to the inside, because I'm going to cover this up later with that other oval that we cut. You want to start in the middle of the one long side, and you're just going to just bend the scrapbooking paper all the way around and press the tabs, the little cut fringe, down onto the cardboard as you go. And then there should be just a little bit of overlap here at the end. This Fast Grab Tacky Glue really does grab things a lot faster than some of your other glues, and it helps things to stick easier. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right here where the two pieces overlap. and then press that down to glue it. Then I'm going to take the oval that I cut earlier and I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. I don't want it to be over the edge of the box anywhere. And then I'm going to put glue on it. And then press it down on the box, on the bottom. Then I'm going to take the templates for the top of the box, and I will do much the same procedure for that. The top rectangle is narrower, and the oval is just a little bit bigger so that it can slide over the top of the box. So again, I want to cut a top out of the cardboard box. I'll trace around it this time to show you how you can do it that way instead. You also want to cut the top oval out of the scrapbooking paper. And cut the top rectangle template out also. I'm going to do the same scoring procedure on the top here. I'm going to measure 1/4 of an inch away from the edge, and I'm going to score it. If the paper you're using for the top of the box is directional, you want to score 1/4 of an inch away from the top of the paper. And then I will bend it at that score on the scored edge. And then again, I'm going to cut the little tabs all across here. Something that I forgot to show you with the bottom is if you want to age this a little bit, you can use some really fine sandpaper. I've got some 180 grit, and you can just rough up the paper a little bit. It's way easier to do that before you glue it into the box. I will try to go ahead and age this a little bit, but like I said, it's definitely easier to do it before. I will put the glue on the inside of the tabs again. And then I'm going to put it on the cardboard piece and just wrap it around. Be sure to start on the middle of one of the long sides. Just wrapping the paper around and folding the tabs over as you go. get to the edge, you can just put a little glue here and glue that together. To give these an even more distressed look, I'm going to use some of this wax, antiquing wax. Just going to use a little bit and just rub it on in different places, especially around the edges. And then I'm going to wipe it off really quick. It's real easy to get too much of this. And I took an 8-inch piece of rusty wire and I want to poke it in. You could do several things here. You could hang this as an ornament from the top or from the sides here, and you could put a sticker or something else, embellishment on the front here and hang it from the sides. I'm going to, for this one, hang it from the top. You want to use the wire to poke a hole through. Be really careful when you do this and make sure your fingers are out of the way. And then poke the wire through the top, and then on the back side you can fold it over to hold it in place. Just a little bit too long, really. More like that. So I'm going to cut an inch off here. So really you only need your wire to be about 7 inches long. Then I'm going to take that antiquing wax again, and I've cut a piece of fabric. I tore the strip, just a little strip that coordinates with my scrapbook paper here, and I want to get it kind of grungy looking also. Just to give it a little bit of grunge also, and then I'm going to tie it on to the handle. And then I want to glue the box together so it won't come apart. So I'm going to add some glue to the inside rim here of the top. And then I want to make sure that I have the back, the place where the seam is, on both sides the same. And just slide the lid over and then allow that to dry. I hope you found that helpful. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe below. I'll see you next time. Bye.